Rivers State crisis just escalated as major pipeline explodes in fire. You guys, it seemed like, the threat that from the militants in Rivers State as a result of Fubara Wiki feud has become reality. Although they have not, declared ownership, but it seemed like these have their footprints. It seemed like they might just be the one behind all of this. A lot of people have been clamoring that Tinubu should intervene, should intervene. I think that now that with the explosion of this pipeline, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would now realize that this is no longer a Rivers State crisis. This is no longer a PDP crisis, but a national crisis. Let's not forget that as a nation, we rely on the production of, crude oil from the Niger Delta region. And with this explosion, it's going to affect our production capacity. It's going to affect the nation. Our revenue might also be affected. The revenue might also decrease if this is not, put under wraps, if it's not under control. Anyway, guys, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe, like this video. Also, leave your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. That way, YouTube will be able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Also, leave your opinions in the comment section below. I think that right now, it is now very important than ever for Tinubu to intervene. Like I said, since he has been only scolding Fubara, now I think he has to face it. He has to face it. He has to face Wike and tell Wike the truth. And, they just have to do something about it. Because if care is not taken, Wike is going to be the end of Rivers State. It's going to be the end of Fubara. It's going to be the end of Rivers State in general. An explosion rocks the Trans-Niger pipeline in Bodo, Gokana local government area of Rivers State on Monday night, leading to a massive fire. The cause of the explosion remains unknown, although it is understood that investigations are underway. A section of a pipeline, which is a crucial export route for crude oil to the Bonny terminal, has gone up in flames. Officials are yet to confirm whether the incident resulted from sabotage. Authorities are considering the possibility of militant involvement, given recent threats against oil facilities. The threats come amid heightened political tensions in Rivers State, where Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, are locked in a fierce power struggle over political control. Yorubas will say, Aje Kelano or Mokuleni, that is, witch confessed yesterday. A child died today. Who does not know that it was the witch who cried yesterday that killed the child who died today? It's a lot. The Niger Delta militants have threatened that, if there's any attempt to impeach Fubara, they are going to go on rampage. They are going to burst pipeline. And yesterday, we saw the release, the notice, the misconduct notice from the Rivers State lawmaker, listing all of the crimes that he thinks that Fubara has committed, or should we say that Fubara actually committed, from the demolition of the assembly complex to him not paying their salary and so on and so forth. This is just like the number one step in the impeachment notice. For a while now, people have been saying Fubara is likely to be impeached. Impeachment has been on the lips of everyone concerning Rivers State. And, the impeachment notice was released yesterday, and that same night, yesterday night, the same night that the impeachment notice was released, is the same night that the pipeline that has not, gone up in smoke all this while, just suddenly exploded. How do we explain that? Anyway, my instinct is telling me that, this is just as a result of the impeachment notice that was given to Fubara yesterday. And this is, a message that has been sent to the lawmakers that if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. So whether the federal government likes it or not, now that they are seeing that it is no longer a bluff, it is no longer a threat, but these people have, gone extra mile to carry out this threat. They've carried it out. Maybe Tinubu would now, intervene. Tinubu would, we know that he has intervened before, but he would now do something. Because right now, it has been said that both President Tinubu, the Senate President, all of the Chief of Army Staff, the chief, all of the security chiefs anyway, they are in a closed door meeting as we speak, deciding on what to do concerning River State. And I know for sure that there's every possibility of them declaring a state of emergency. Earlier today, we also saw a report that saying that even Obasanjo has advised that Fubara should put his feet on the ground and declare a state of emergency. He should stand well. He should not be a weakling. He should take a proper stand against these people who are trying to destroy River State under him. Anyway, guys, before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment comes from John David, who says, "It's a very foolish act to stop River State allocation. The money you are using to run your government is coming from there. They have been fighting to control their resources for years and complaining that what they are getting in form of allocation is too small. And now one fool went and stopped that little completely." Can you imagine? This is the same area. This is the same place that the country as a whole is getting, its revenue from. This is our source of revenue, the same place. And a judge is now saying that they are not going to get federal allocation. You have civil servants there. This is not only affecting Seminala Fubara. This is also affecting the civil servants in River State. How do you want them to cope if you are saying that there's no allocation? The same place where the country as a whole is getting their crude oil, is generating their revenue from, and you are saying that you are not going to pay them their allocation and you expect them to sit down and watch? Moving on, Emeka says, "Now we go suffer not the big men, because they have more than enough money in different currencies that will serve even in the next generation to come. Bombing of all these things will never affect them." Godwin says, "The only value that keeps you ever relevant is Jesus Christ." Yes, we know. Bayer, Tinubu is the architect of his problem. First, he removed subsidy in a wicked manner. Secondly, his appointments are not balanced. Thirdly, he has a hand in the crisis happening in Rivers, Kano Emirate and Lagos Assembly. Honestly, in a free, fair election, Tinubu will never be re-elected. I am a Yoruba commenting from an honest point of view. Another comment from Monday says, "These are the signs of the things to come if the federal government does not take the militants seriously about this River State issue because of Wiki. The very thing that Yaradua fought for has just been dismantled in one single day. If care is not taken, this is going to turn into another militant insurgency. If care is not taken, this is going to just be the part 2 of the militancy that we experienced during Yaradua and Goodluck Jonathan's regime." Azigba Solomon says, "Tinubu is not even aware that he is fighting a household battle. Household enemy is the most dangerous enemy. Wike is his enemy. Wike will cause a huge problem that will shake the entire country for Tinubu. Tinubu is not aware that Wike is an enemy of his progress. Nothing destroys a man like selfishness." Joseph says, "That's it. That behave like you woman since. Make them rubbish you like that." Uchenna Okafor says, "River State is the treasure base of Nigeria. In addition, the people there are very strong to defend what belongs to them. The governor is the people's choice. The government may not succeed to take away the governor. That is the people." Michael Oka says, "This is just the beginning. Playing with Niger Delta youth. The Niger Delta are not Yoruba that are afraid. They do what they promise that they will do. Wike and Tinubu are too small." You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.